partnerships. I encourage you to engage in today's sessions, explore the investment opportunities presented, and be a part of this transformative journey. Together, we can unlock the immense potential of the Northeast and truly make it the growth engine of Naya Bharat, the Viksit Bharat. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Next, I'd like to welcome Mr. Dr. Karampal Singh, DP IIT, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, to present on Unnati scheme. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon to all the ladies and gentlemen. Under the patronage of our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji and directions of Union Minister of Communications and Ministry of Development of Northeast Region, Mr. Sindhia sir, and under the chairmanship of this session, Mr. Shantanu sir, Joint Secretary, and all the respected officers from the Northeast region and respected investors of Chennai. I am feeling blessed that I am standing in front of the investors of Chennai to showcase the opportunities and the advantages if you are planning for the new business settlements in India. As to act is policy, our Prime Minister Modi sir has explained, without the growth of Northeast region, we can't expect the growth of India. So, with the Act East policy, Unnati is the scheme, Uttar Purvi Transformative Industrialization Scheme, that has been launched by our Prime Minister on 9th March 2024, and very lucrative for the investment and to grow the industrial landscape in the northeastern region. Basically, this scheme is applicable on the 8 states of northeastern region. This is the timeline. The scheme has been launched on 9th March and registration will till open 31st March 2026, and 10 years of the scheme is the validity with the 8 years more liability, committed liability to pay the incentives who will get registered under Unnati scheme. First, I will explain the objectives. As you know that Northeast region is environmentally enriched area and sustainable and environmental friendly growth for new and expanding units is the main motto of our government. And generating the employment opportunities within the state along with regional development and acceptance of the policy at every level. So this is the timeline that I have explained earlier, and this is the salient feature that this is the first scheme of Government of India under which we have categorized the districts according to industrially advanced as well as backward district. This is not a bad categorization, but under the Zone B, we have divided 129 districts of Northeast states into 2 zones, Zone A and Zone B. Under the Zone B, maximum incentives has been designed for the industries. This is the financial outlay of the scheme. Total 10,037 crore has been reserved for the schemes, and out of that 9,737 crore is reserved for the incentives. And this is the first scheme under which 60% of the budget has been earmarked for the states, for the equal growth for every state, and 40% is available with the FIFO method. This is the earmarked budget. Out of the total budget of the scheme, 6,000 is reserved and earmarked to the particular state, and 4,000 is open to every state. This is the crux of scheme. Under this scheme, 3 incentives has been designed for the new and existing. For the new, all 3 are available, but if you are the existing unit and thinking to expand your current business in particular area, if you are going in the northeastern region as the new unit or new investor, then all three incentives are available for you. The first is the capital investment incentive. Second is capital interest subvention incentive, and third is manufacturing and service linked incentive. As maximum area is under the Zone B, where higher rate of incentive is there are two categories, manufacturing and services. In Zone B, if you are in the manufacturing, 50% of the total investment in plant and machinery will be given under capital investment. In case of services, building cost plus all the eligible capital goods or durable assets that are required to run a service sector, including building cost, 50% of that with the cap of 7.5 crore will be given under this capital investment incentive. Then second incentive that you can avail, interest subvention. Under that, 5% in Zone B and 3% in Zone A for 7 years will be given to the investor for the maximum credit of 250 crore. Third incentive, that is MSLI, Manufacturing and Service Linked Incentive, under which equivalent to your 100% in Zone B and 75% of your total investment in plant and machinery in service sector, including building cost, will be reimbursed back to the investor 10% every year. This is very attractive component that has been designed by Government of India. And this is not the GST reimbursement. Basically, we have taken the GST as the performance indicator that you are running your business successfully there. Then, this is the timeline. This is the only scheme of Government of India under which timeline has been put up on the states as well as center to clear the incentives, to disperse the incentive to the investors. 90 days total has been given to the state for all the process, and 30 days has been given to the Government of India. If 90 days, beyond the 90 days, it is pending with any state, then it will be considered as deemed approved by the state. Then within the 30 days, Government of India will approve and will disperse to the investors. So Government of India has a vision now for the Northeast region. Now I urge to all the investors who are in this hall, kindly come to Northeast region. See immense demographic dividend, resources, environment friendly things that you can explore there. And number of opportunities are there. Skilled labor, skilled students are there, which are very lucrative for the industries. So this is the certificate that will be granted under registration. There is a portal unnati.dpiit.gov.in. Not a single document can be worked in a physical manner. All the process has been on your online platform. Whether you are sitting in Chennai, but you can explore the opportunities, you can apply for the unit for the Northeast region. So this is the certificate that you will receive after getting the registration from the DPIIT. So under this scheme, we have the positive list, which we are promoting for the Northeast region, under which you can see tourism, ITs, EV charging stations, amusement park, health services, tech-up startups. So these are under the positive list. And it is requested to all the participants, kindly come to Northeast and contribute here for the economical growth of Northeast as well as for the Viksit Bharat. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to the next important session, I would say the heart of the summit. So as we continue this exciting journey of exploring the immense investment potential of the Northeast, we now turn our attention to the heart of the summit, the presentation of the 8 northeastern states, and of course we have 7 of them here. So each of these states is a powerhouse of opportunities, offering unique strengths across diverse sectors such as infrastructure, tourism, agriculture, manufacturing, IT, and renewable energy. While they share a common vision of progress, each state begins and also they bring some distinct identity, resources, and strategic advantages to the table. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have strict timelines here, and delegates, this is for you. As we need to start the next Honorable Minister's session on time, and we have only 1 hour given by them, so we are sticking to these strict timelines. So I would request everyone to adhere to the same, and we would also request not to keep any audio-visual, that is video, in between your presentations. Let's have it short and crisp so it reaches the audience in a better manner. We already played the video in the previous break, and we will also be playing the videos again during the next break. And there's a timer here in front of you on the LED, which you can see as the first monitor, the dais monitor, where you can also monitor your timing as you keep presenting. So this is a short presentation that we are going to be presenting from each state for all your clearance and clarification. So first, I would like to welcome a rapidly growing economy leveraging its strategic location and thriving bamboo and rubber industries, Tripura. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome Mr. Jaya Rahul Geshan, IFS Director, Directorate of IT. Welcome, sir.
Respected senior officials, distinguished guests, investors, representatives from FICCI, ladies and gentlemen on and off the dais. Today, on behalf of Government of Tripura, I'll be making a brief presentation about the states with the priority areas, opportunities, etc. will be elaborated to the slides. In case of any queries, I request everyone to hold back, and post the session we'll address the same. To begin with, why Tripura? It's because of its clean environment, investor-friendly policies, and favorable location with a third international gateway next to Mumbai and Chennai, and abundant natural resources, and a high literacy rate, skilled manpower of more than 97% skill, high literacy rate is there. And infrastructure, we have a very robust social and industrial infrastructure in the state. Tripura at a glance, it's a geographical area of around 10,491 square kilometer with an international border surrounded by Bangladesh on 3 sides, and a population of around 36 lakh. And we are having a strong GSDP growth rate through the last few years, with the present at 8.80, and we have a forest cover of 60%. Tripura, as an investment destination, we have an integrated approach where we have a Viksit Tripura in line with Viksit Bharat, and we have multiple departments and multiple sectors and multiple policies have been framed in such a way the approach is an integrated one to have a business-friendly environment in the state. Next, this is the broad details about the infrastructure. We have 923.3 kilometers national highway declared in Tripura, and we have an Agartala-Akora rail link, and we have direct flights to all major metropolitan states, and we have a very strong net connectivity, and the network tower is saturated at around 92% in the state, and we have a strong international inland waterway connectivity connecting India and Bangladesh. With respect to the industry infrastructure, we have around 20 industrial estates, including 3 sector-specific zones and 1 SEZ. And Tripura has a natural gas reserve of around 80 BCM, of which 39.74 is approved reserve. And we have a strong logistic facilities in terms of warehouses, cold storage, etc. And we have a very robust industrial park, Bhujnagar Park, which is the only industrial park declared as challenger in the entire northeastern region. And this is the 20 industrial estate spread across all 8 districts of the state. In brief shell, around 56,246 Udyam registers are in the states, and mostly it is micro enterprises. And we have a main thrust sectors like rubber, bamboo, and food processing and logistics. Major our industrial estates are filled with robust infrastructure, amenities, and connectivity, as already briefed. And these are our major players in the industrial estates. Recently, Jindal Steel has expressed their interest in establishing a plant in the state. And these are our priority areas. With respect to rubber, we are the second largest rubber producing state. And with respect to bamboo, we have a 21 species, diverse bamboo species in the state. As already told, we have the third international gateway. And recently, ATL has come up with a proposal to establish a state-of-the-art data center in the state, where Tripura is the only state in the northeast to have a data center policy. With respect to agar, we have more than 5 million matured agar trees in the state, and we have a specific policy over that. And with respect to food processing, we have our own pineapples and other fruits. And with respect to tourism, we are having a very scenic places in the state where the tourism footfalls in the last few years has been tremendous. So these are the lucrative policies of the state. We have a specific startup policies, homestay guidelines with respect to tourism, and we have an IT-ITS policy to promote the IT industries. We have investment promotion and investment industry promotion policies, and we have an agar-route policy, and we have EV policy. And these are the brief details about the policies. With respect to, we have a sector-wise investable project proposals in the slides. With respect to tourism, these are our major tourism sites in their place: the Unoti, Ujanta Palace, Neer Mahal, Chabimura, Dumbur, and Tripura Sundari Temple, which is one of the Shakti Peeth. And with respect to Dumbur, it is near to the airport, and it is one of the prominent tourist location of the state. And here, we are proposing to have boat jetties and a heliport in the coming days. With respect to information IT sectors, we have a scheme called NGN, New Generation Innovation Network, where we have connected all the technical institutions, and we are developing an incubation facilities in the state, whereby we are nurturing the entrepreneurship among the colleges. And with respect to our startup policy, recently our startup policy has been launched, which is a sector agnostic. Startups from different sectors can be registered, and we have incentives which is broadly in line with the Government of India, and we have the specific incentives with respect to states also. These are the investable projects for the states, especially IT parks, data centers, and recently we are coming up with Center of Excellence in the AI, which is one of the investable projects in the IT sector. With respect to skills, we have a variety of institutions. There are NITs and medical colleges and private colleges, and there is a Center of Excellence in rubber and oil, and we are planning to establish a linguistic center. And with respect to universities, we have a robust university setups where different skills have been provided, and we have a very strong workforce, which will be very beneficial for any kind of investment in the state. With respect to health sectors, we are having 4 government colleges and 1 private college, and the government is planning to do a multi-specialty hospital in a PPP mode, and these are the main areas where we are focusing on. And with respect to multi-specialty hospital, there is already a private hospital over there. And with respect to the medical tourism, around 11,000 crores is the revenue that has been generated in the state. And we have regular patients coming from the neighboring foreign states, with around 4.5 lakhs around patients visited Indian hospitals through Tripura and Kolkata for treatments. This again emphasizes the need for hospitality sector in Tripura. And these are the proposed multi-specialty hospital layout, which the state has formulated. A 5.59 acre is readily available. These are the benefits, the government supports, and the strategic opportunities available for establishing a multi-sector specialty hospital in Tripura. Regarding food processing, we have our unique product like queen pineapple, Q pineapple, and jackfruits, which have a huge production in the state and which have a huge potential and demand in the other states and even in the foreign countries. The proposal is to set up a food processing industry in the state, where, as already told, our industrial park is facilitated with the front-end and back-end infrastructures, which will be useful to set up the industry. These are the investable projects. Regarding as already told, we have more than 5 million agar trees, and the present potential is estimated at around 2,000 crores, and in next 5 years we are estimating it to be around 10,000 crores. And we have a state-specific policy, and state is dedicatedly promoting agar industry in the state. Bamboo. Around 12.41 million bamboos are available, with only current usage is around only 60,000. This is one of the trust sectors of the government, where special incentives are provided for any kind of investment in the bamboo sector. Regarding rubber, we are the second largest state, and here too the government is providing special incentives for rubber related sectors in the state. And with this, I use this forum to invite everyone to Destination Tripura, industrial summit which is being organized in the state of Tripura on 7th and 8th February. I request everyone to please come over there, and together we can build. And to end with, what was once a limitation in the state, where the state was surrounded by around Bangladesh on 3 sides, every limitation was converted into opportunity with the support of all of the stakeholders like investors and the government of India. So with this, I thank Donor and Sir for giving us the opportunity. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir. That was Tripura that we heard about, and here comes India's first organic state setting benchmarks in sustainable agriculture and ecotourism. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the representative from Sikkim, Mr. M. Ravikumar, Director, Commerce and Industries Department, Government of Sikkim. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening. We thank Ministry of Donor, FICCI and Invest India for this opportunity. It's not moving. Slide. So, Sikkim is one of the smallest state in India, and this population also very small, 6.5 lakh, and the literacy rate is more than 88.4%. The main attraction in Sikkim, Kanchenjunga National Park. The Kanchenjunga is third highest peak in the world. So because of this, Sikkim is very popular for tourism. And moreover, Sikkim is popular for biodiversity. We have very rich in diversity, especially fruits, vegetables, millets, and spices. And Sikkim is one of the biodiversity hotspot. So mainly, we reach Sikkim by National Highway 10 from West Bengal, and we have highest road density in the country. And moreover, we have a functional airport at Pakyong, that is near Gangtok, the capital of Sikkim. And we have Sikkim railway project, will be completed this year. And we have existing railway near in West Bengal, that is New Jalpaiguri. So this transport also very simple. Regarding this enabling infrastructure, we have all technical as well as higher educations. You will get all the technical manpower, IIT, ITI completed manpower, then polytechnic, engineering college, medical graduates, almost all the manpower you get. And regarding industrial infrastructure, we have government land as well as private land for investment. Private land, you can get it at 20 rupees per square feet. For long lease, around 33 years. Regarding the supporting policy, we have all the sectoral policy, and we have Sikkim industrial policy to support investment. And moreover, we have Sikkim Investment Facilitation Board as well as single window system for facilitating your investment as well as project clearance. Sikkim is a very small state, and the same day you can meet all the line department. So you can get easily all the clearances. It's complicated in a larger state. So this is one of the advantages in smaller state. So these are all the priority sectors. Tourism, around 20 lakh tourists visit Sikkim every year. So mostly known for tourism. And we have one national park, Mount Kanchenjunga, which is UNESCO World Heritage Site under mixed category, cultural and natural. And natural tourism, cultural tourism, and adventure tourism very popular in Sikkim. And you can invest in these projects. Regarding food processing, we have large cardamom. Sikkim is the largest producer of large cardamom. And we have other spices like ginger, turmeric. We have small chili called dalle chili, very spicy. And we have other fruits and vegetables. So a lot of scope is there in food processing, being one of the only organic state in the world. Regarding pharmaceutical industry, we have 58 companies operating in Sikkim. So anybody interested in pharmaceutical or medical device manufacturing, most welcome. And other important sector, IT and ITES, micro hydropower, we have potential of 8,000 megawatt hydropower production. So you can invest in mega as well as micro hydropower. Then other sectors are AVGC and XR, then green hydrogen. This is an emerging field. Anybody interested in green hydrogen, most welcome. A small project cost hardly 6 crore rupees. These are other large-scale projects, e-vehicle assembling, then hydropower projects, food park, semiconductor manufacturing, then film studio, and AVGC XR. Especially in Sikkim, youths are very much interested in film, music, and sports. If anybody interested in sports academy, music or film academy, most welcome. So these are all the other important projects having lot of potential for investment as well as very profitable in nature. So these are all the main incentives already DPIIT presented on the Unnati scheme. We have 30% subsidy in Zone A with the 3% interest rate subsidy as well as 70% subsidy on the GST. In Zone B, you have 50% subsidy as well as 5% interest subsidy and 100% net GST subsidy. Apart from this, we have Sikkim industrial policy. In this, we have around 70% subsidy on state GST. For micro and small enterprises, up to 250% GST subsidy. For small and medium and large industries, we have 200% capital investment subsidy. On the stamp duty, we have 25 lakhs subsidy. For women entrepreneur, 50 lakh stamp duty exemption. So these are all the main reasons to invest in Sikkim. Sikkim is strategically located. It is covering 3 international borders with China, Bhutan, and Nepal. We are going to start border trade with China by April. And we are working on Nepal border trade also. And Sikkim having pleasant weather conditions throughout the year. And we have environmentally friendly state and the only world certified organic state. We have plenty of water, surplus water, more than 315 glacier lakes. Then we have highest hydropower generation capacity, around 8,000 megawatt. Then we have English-speaking technical manpower. And Sikkim is known for hospitality. People are very simple, law-abiding, and a very peaceful state. And a lot of scope is there for China and Nepal border trade. So these are all the other investable projects. We are most welcome for all these projects like heli-tourism, IT and ITES, e-vehicle assembling, sports academy, 5-star hotels, luxury wellness spa, then logistic parks, film studio, international residential school, microbreweries, then carpet. Sikkim is popular for carpet also, carpet and tanka painting. So if any investment in this aspect, you are most welcome. Then clubhouse with the sports facilities, soft toys manufacturing, then adventure tourism, phytopharmacy. If anybody interested in herbal product, medicinal product, then most welcome. Then packaging material manufacturing, food processing, especially green pea, dalle chilli, turmeric, and ginger and garlic. Then trout fish processing, meat processing, International Convention Center, solid waste management, hazardous waste management, water sports, traditional furniture manufacturing. So these are all the main projects we are most interested. So any contact, please contact us. I'll be in Chennai till Saturday. If any further discussion or detailed discussion, you please contact me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. We just listened to Sikkim, the state of Sikkim. And here comes the next state, Nagaland, a state of vibrant culture and handicrafts, offering immense potential in agri-business and organic farming. And I'd like to welcome Mr. David Kire, OSD, Government of Nagaland, to present. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, thank you. So, why Nagaland? We are one of the smallest states of India with an area of 16,579 square kilometers, and we have a very high literacy rate. Now, we have a strong human resource capital, multi-nodal connectivity, and we have also the investment agency. Turn this. Yeah. It's okay. So now we have an agrarian society, which is about 60% of the total population. Connectivity is good. We have road, rail, air, and waterways. This has been started. Now we consider ourselves also as the gateway to Southeast Asia. The Asian highway passes through Nagaland. The human resource capital that we have been talking about, we are multilingual, and English is our official language. We have a very young demographic dividend of 60%, and yeah. Okay. Okay, I think that takes care of the technical problems. And a young workforce. These are pictures of pictures of a few of our young people smiling, very happy. Now, we have untapped natural resources, estimated magnetite reserves running into 10 million metric tons. We have huge reserves of coal, cement-grade limestones, oil and natural gas. All these are yet to be tapped. And we own about 5% of the total bamboo growing stock in the country. And we have mapped 650 indigenous species of medicinal and aromatic plants. So we have three focus sectors. The first is tourism. And there is a 10-day Hornbill Festival that has been going on for the last 25 years. This has become an international festival. And as a corollary to this, now we have spread it out to all the districts because we have so many festivals amongst the tribes of Nagaland. And this is attracting a lot of tourists, even so we like to partner with anyone who is beautiful, that agriculture is our concentrated mostly agriculture, of our products. One is the GI Tech Naga King chili, which is supposed to be the hottest chili in the world, and it's got industrial and commercial use also. The tree tomato and the Naga cucumber, these have made a niche for themselves in the upscale market. And we have abundant resources for agro and food processing industries. So again, we invite anyone who is interested in this industry to come and join us. These are pictures of our terraced rice fields in the hillsides. And the third focus sector is the handloom and handicrafts industry. In the right side, top right-hand corner, you'll find picture of a woman weaving her shawl. This is by the loin loom system of weaving. It takes about 7 to 8 days to make a shawl. And each shawl is unique. There are no two shawls which are the same. That's why the shawls are very, very strong, very sturdy, very hardy, and wherever it is well known, it's got a ready market. Then we have fibers coming out of bamboo, fiber from this pineapple, sorry, forgetting pineapple fibers. So these are also having a lot of potential in the industrial sector. Some of our products are shown here, which have been taken up by the Japanese market. And then, apart from the focus sectors, we have the sports and creative industries. These are emerging sectors. Sports, as you know, our people are quite hardy and they are naturally talented. That's why without training, without proper coaching, one of our athletes took part in the Paralympics in Paris 2024, and he got a bronze medal in shot put. So this is the depth of talent that we have got. And in the creative industry, we have already started the Nagaland Film and Industry Academy, and also there is a cosplay, the annual cosplay, which is going on for the last 10 years. This is based on Japanese themes, and the Embassy of Japan, they have also taken note of this, and they've come and started promoting the cosplay in Nagaland. Then Nagaland has already declared music as an industry. So this industry is picking up, and we have already won 2 gold medals in the World Choir Games, 23 and 24. 25 is yet to be conducted. So these are creative industries which are having a lot of scope, and many of you are already in the industry, and you can come and again take part in this one. So to support all this, we have got our startup policy, tourism policy, bamboo policy, IT policies, water policy, and the Unnati scheme, which Dr. Karampal has told you about, which is a very good policy. We are in Zone B, and there's a lot of incentives for this taking part in this Unnati program. And we have also land banks, more than 1,000 acres we have kept aside for industrialization. So with this, I thank you, all of you. I thank Vicky, thank Donor for this time.
Thank you very much, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just heard Mr. David Kire speaking about Nagaland. And here comes Srimati Ram Dinliani, IAS, Secretary, Horticulture and Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Development and Department, Government of Mizoram. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Oh, yes, I need that. Where's the pointer? Our Honorable Minister for Sports and Youth Services, Labor and Employment, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of Mizoram, Shri Lalnghing Lavamar. Respected Shri Shantanu, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Donor, esteemed dignitaries on the dais, distinguished investors and prospective partners and friends. It is an honor to stand before you today at this prestigious Northeast Investment Roadshow held here in Chennai, where we come together to explore the immense potential of the northeastern states and forge meaningful partnerships for sustainable growth. I'm here to present to you unique investment opportunities that Mizoram has to offer, particularly in agriculture and sports and youth services, which are two very key sectors that are shaping the future of our state. And before I do that, let me also just quickly let you know about two ready-to-move-in projects that we have. I just want to inform those who are interested in education, hospitality, and the tourism sector that we have a State Institute of Hotel Management, which is located about 12 kilometers from the city center and established over an area of about 6.5 acres, which can be tapped for those who are in the education and hospitality sector. So the existing infrastructure includes an administrative building and classrooms. The intake capacity is about 80 students. So there's a boys' hostel as well as a girls' hostel, and it is ready for commencement. For those who are interested, the tourism department can be contacted. Of course, we are here to also be your liaison if anyone is interested. We also have a golf course, which is located about 95 kilometers from Aizawl. It is spread over an area of about 105 acres, and it is a full 18-hole golf course. And there's a resort attached to it with 30 log huts, a clubhouse with lounge, conference facility, cafeteria, etc. There's a pool room, there's a reception building and dormitories, the swimming pool, watchtowers, and staff quarters. So this is also available for investment under PPP mode. Now coming to agriculture, as many of you might probably be aware, Mizoram is home to some of the finest agricultural products in India, grown in the pristine, chemical-free environment of our hills. The agroclimatic conditions of Mizoram is such that almost anything can thrive in Mizoram, which is also supposed to be organic by default. So today I invite you to invest in our Mizo ginger, which has a GI tag. Our high quality, high oil content ginger is already in demand both in the domestic as well as international markets. Mizoram produces, I'm taking this at a very conservative estimate, 80,000 metric tons annually, especially now with the government giving a lot of impetus to ginger, mizo chili, turmeric, and broom grass, and also offering a support price to the farmers. We are expecting, in fact, a harvest of about 14 lakh quintals. So in addition to scouting for markets for fresh ginger, we are also looking towards investment in processing and value addition to ensure higher returns for our farmers as well as investors. So we have 3 varieties of ginger here. As you might have seen during the B2G interactions, we have brought 2 varieties of ginger, which is mentioned here as Thing Pui, that is the first variety, and the third variety, that is Thing Lai Dum. So we've brought these 2 varieties for anyone who is interested. It is with our officers here. It is probably still there in the meeting room. So you can have a look at it. And we are now expecting a bumper harvest this year. So we are looking for investors, both in the marketing of ginger, fresh ginger, as well as processing the ginger. Now, coming to Mizo chili, this is known for, I don't know if anyone tasted the Mizo chili that we had just put out in a small bowl for lunch. So it is known for its very distinct flavor and pungency. In fact, Mizo chili is the same variety of chili that is processed as Tabasco sauce in Mexico. No, sorry, in Texas. So it is definitely not for the faint-hearted. It is very, very flavorful, very pungent, and it is a specialty crop that holds great promise in the spice markets worldwide. In fact, it is the Mizo chilies that are brought all the way to Guntur and mixed with normal chilies to make the normal dry red chilies more pungent. So it is used in a lot for savories, for making bhujia and other snacks. So it is also used as a fungicide and also as an insecticide. And it is good for digestion. It's supposed to be a BP regulator, cholesterol reducer, and it is also known to cure headaches and also alleviate skin disease, oral health, and also used for hair growth. Now, coming to sports. Many of you might be aware of the sports persons that a very small state in the northeastern corner of Mizoram has produced over the recent years. Mizoram is a powerhouse of talent when it comes to football, hockey, and contact sports such as boxing and martial arts. Our youth are making a mark in national and international fora, with about 70% of Mizoram's population below 35 years. We are committed to building a world-class sports ecosystem. I'm sure our Honorable Minister would love to talk about this. I think he has a session. He's going to be delivering a speech in the next session. So here I'd just like to add that we seek investment in sports academies, training centers, and world-class stadiums to nurture young athletes and position Mizoram as a sports tourism destination. Sports technology and coaching is another area where there is immense scope for collaboration in high-performance training. There's artificial-based athlete tracking and physiotherapy centers. We also have football academies. Okay. We also have 2 football academies that were opened in 2015 and also another opened in 2010 for 2 categories of trainees. So these are existing facilities where we are looking for support and investment in operation and maintenance, upgradation, and player scouting and promotion. And with that, I will close my presentation by just saying that the Mizos also have a very good eye for fashion, and there is an apparel and garment manufacturing center that is ready to move in facility in the Integrated Industrial Growth Center at Aizawl. And as we have this has already been played out in the video also. This is our Honorable Chief Minister's invitation to all investors to work with Mizoram and collaborate in its advancement. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So we just heard about Mizoram, a land of rolling hills and high literacy, fostering growth in bamboo-based industries and horticulture. We're going to be hearing about the next state, Meghalaya, the abode of clothes, rich in minerals and ecotourism opportunities. And I'd like to welcome Mr. Ramakrishna Chituri, IAS, Additional Secretary, Government of Meghalaya. Welcome, sir, and over to you.
Respected dignitaries and investors and my dear friends, a very good afternoon to you all. Just before I start my presentation, I have just one question to ask to all the investors here. our assumption is businesses earn profit by solving real world problems in a cost efficient manner. How many of you agree with me? Can I have a show of hands? Excellent. And in government, we also try to improve the quality of life by solving real world problems. So we both are working for the same objective. With that, I would like to start with the presentation. I'll just quickly run through. These are the basic statistics of Meghalaya, population of 3.8 billion and an economy of 5.9 billion, 11.4% GSDP expected growth rate and all this. Since we have limited amount of time, I am just running fast. So our vision is to make Meghalaya a $10 billion economy by 2028, and we are assuming that it will open up a private sector opportunity to the tune of $1 billion. So these are the business enablers that we have. We have constituted a Invest Meghalaya Authority and a unified investment portal and an online grievance redressal mechanism. The thing is with this unified investment portal, you just apply there and it is a one-stop solution where all the fees related to all the departments will be collected at one place and all the approvals will be given at one place. So communicating with different departments, it will be taken up by the Invest Meghalaya Authority. So the investor need not run from pillar to post. So this is the same thing. So these are the industrial infrastructure, the number of industrial infrastructure zones, parks that are coming up in Meghalaya. And the most important ones and the biggest ones, if you can see on the top of the table, that Mendipathar 89 acres and Burnihart number 3 and 4 together around 310 acres. Those two are very important industrial estates because they are present right next to the national highway that connects Guwahati to Kolkata. So actually, these open up a huge market in Assam as well as in North Bengal. So as like every other state, we also have our advantages and we are also actually making large land parcels available, and the connectivity has improved a lot in the recent past. And availability of water, you know, Meghalaya is the wettest state on the planet. So already you have been given presentation about Unnati scheme. Apart from Unnati scheme, state government has also come up with its own set of incentives for smaller businesses as well as bigger businesses, especially for investments upwards of 100 crores. The incentives are customized that the investors can submit his intent to invest, and based on the investment, if it's above 100 crores, they can sit with the government and discuss the customized incentives, because these will be sector specific. For example, if aerospace is industry where their raw material is 70% of power, they can ask for a bigger power subsidy rather than some other thing. Whereas some manufacturing industry which includes higher logistic cost, they can ask for some logistics incentive instead of a power incentive kind of a thing. So these are all the priority sectors. And these are some calculations which we made with some assumptions. A successful business which is investing 1 crore, they will get an incentive worth 3.1 crore. And we also have a plethora of policies which are trying to help the investors. So this is the interface of the Unified Investment Portal which I was mentioning about, which is a one-stop solution. So the investment opportunities, first is the IT and ITES sector. We have one Shillong Tech Park which is already operating at 100% capacity, and a second facility is coming up, and another tech park is coming up at Tura, which is the main headquarters of the Garo Hills region. So they're coming up with a built-up area of around 1 lakh square feet. We are also giving early bird discounts to the investors who want to take up the capacity in those tech parks. And tourism, as you know, Meghalaya is a very tourist-friendly destination and one of the fastest growing tourist destination. For here also, actually, we have already identified the land parcels. And the only thing is we want to run these projects in PPP mode, and investors who are interested in the hospital sectors can definitely explore these beautiful avenues. One is the Umiam Lake. The government is taking land from the power department so as to make it available to the tourist operators. Similarly, you all must have heard the name of Cherrapunji, the wettest place on the earth and one of the most beautiful places in the country. And definitely, even if you are not investing in Meghalaya, you should visit Cherrapunji once. First, visit Cherrapunji. If you like the place, you can also explore the investment opportunities there. So there also, we have already identified the land. We also want to do it in PPP mode. And if I go to the previous slide, you see we have a room inventory of only 6,080, whereas our annual tourist footfall is around 1.5 million, if I'm not wrong. So actually looms, the availability of infrastructure is the limiting factor. So if you are investing here, you are actually catering to that market and you're actually able to benefit from an existing market by providing better service. Similarly, food processing, Meghalaya is known for its quality pineapple and the Lacadong turmeric, which we recently got the geographical indicator status and which has highest curcumin content in the world. And there are other spices like ginger, black pepper, which are available. Food processing industries can also explore that. The picture which you can see is actually probably the most remotest food processing center in the world, which was set up with the government support. So power sector, a lot of hydroelectric power capacity is there. Similarly, handlooms and textiles. There are 3 varieties of silk that are grown. One is eri silk, mulberry, and muga silk, of which eri silk is known as the ahimsa silk, where you need not kill the worm to extract the cocoon. And they provide a very niche market. And handlooms and textiles, they can definitely explore this opportunity. So education and skill development and other sectors, especially healthcare. Healthcare is one area actually in Meghalaya, there is a high incidence of cancer. And at the same time, Meghalaya has a Meghalaya health insurance scheme, which provides much higher benefits, even higher than over and above the Ayushman Bharat benefits. So actually you have 30 lakh population who are in need of these services and who has the capacity to pay. Because for a business, capacity to pay is also important. Who has the capacity to pay because of this insurance scheme that the state government is running? Interested ones can explore that opportunity also. And before I conclude this one, I have just one more question to ask. For a 300 crore investment project, if you start today, how much time do you think it will take to get permissions and to start work and to finish work? Any rough timeline? 1 month to start, 6 months, and to finish? Okay. So I have a story to share. In Meghalaya, we came up with Meghalaya investment promotion policy in March, just 2 days before the model code of conduct. After that, 3 months went into election process, and only in June we were able to formalize that policy and start taking applications and everything. And one beverage bottling plant with 300 crore investment, they approached us, and today we are 7 months past that time. They are almost completing their unit and they are ready to start operations shortly. This is possible because the government is very committed and very keen and quick in disposing of the applications and everything. So we have land available, labor, we are working on the skilling part, capital, we have the incentive schemes, and access to resources. Meghalaya has a lot of mineral wealth and also the agricultural resources I mentioned. Access to markets, I don't say 140 crore market or world markets, I would say North Bengal, Assam, Meghalaya together, 8 crore, which is good enough, I think 200, 300 crore projects, which is a good enough market. And to hold all these, we have a very robust policy. I request all of you to visit Meghalaya. You can visit as a tourist and you can see for yourself what the state has offered. And I'm sure Meghalaya is not going to disappoint you. And I thank Honorable Ministry of Donor and FICCI for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. We just heard about Meghalaya, and here comes the gateway to the Northeast, renowned for its tea, oil, gas, and thriving industrial base, Assam. I'd like to welcome Mr. P. Vijay Bhaskar Reddy, IAS Secretary, T&D Department, Government of Assam. Welcome, sir.
Show me the.
This one. Respected government officials, investors, media persons, good evening to one and all. I am Vijay Bhaskar Reddy, Secretary T&D Department and Managing Director, Assam Small Industries Development Corporation. Now I will be giving a brief presentation about investment opportunities in Assam. Firstly, I would like to say that Assam has a unique advantage in the northeastern region in terms of natural resources, strategic location, infrastructure and industrial ecosystem, and investor-friendly policies. We have a land area of around 78,000 square kilometer and 3.5 crore population. And we have a roughly a GSDP of 5,70,000 crore, that is around 68 billion. And last year we recorded 19% growth in our economy. We are trying to double our economy by 2030. Assam has a strategic location with respect to ASEAN, BBIN, and BIMSTEC countries with a population of around 200 crore. With a flying time from Assam, it will be roughly around 3 to 4 hours. The Kaladan multimodal project and Assam Asian Highway 1 and Asian Highway 2 will definitely enable Assam entrepreneurs to export their products to the ASEAN and other countries. Assam has a good infrastructure. We have around 7 functional airports with 1 international airport. We do have around 4,000 kilometers of national highways, 2,500 kilometers of state highways, and around 2,500 kilometers of railways. We have 1 multimodal logistic park which is coming up in the Lower Assam near to Bongaigaon, wherein we have this transport facility with connected to rail, road and waterways. We do have National Waterway 1 and National Waterway 2 which is functional. These all will certainly help the businesses to import and export their products. We have 70 plus industrial areas in the state with few dedicated industrial zones like food processing zone in Chaigaon, plastic park in Tinsukia, among others. I would like to brief you about the focus sectors which Assam is currently encouraging for the investors. We have plenty of natural resources in terms of crude oil, coal, hydrocarbons, natural gas. Already we have many government players like IOCL, ONGC, which are doing exploration of these natural resources. Presently, we are encouraging private investments also into exploration and also exploration activities and also its ancillary industries like bioethanol, ethylene processing and methanol processing units. Assam is rich in agricultural products. We are the first top producer of tea, pineapple, ginger, and also we have around 6 GI tag products which are mentioned here, like boko rice, sticky rice, ginger, and other products which are mentioned here. So we are interested in investment opportunities with respect to cold storages, post-harvest technologies, and upgradation of existing technologies which are being implemented, among others. Regarding the pharmaceutical sector, we do have around 900 medicinal plants which are useful for the sector, for the industries. And we have a dedicated policy, biotechnology policy of Assam, which provides capital subsidies and also working capital subsidies for the entrepreneurs. And we are encouraging investments with respect to regenerative medicine, generic drugs, among others, in this sector. With respect to semiconductor policy, we have abundant resources with respect to silica, natural gas, and also the water required for the industry. We have a dedicated policy for it, which was amended recently, encouraging Tata Industries to establish 27,000 crore OSAT facility here. We are encouraging investments with respect to fabrication and also ancillary industries with respect to semiconductor and its assembly units. Assam is known for its rich culture, nature, and diverse nature and people. We do have existing opportunities in the religious tourism, nature tourism, and we are expecting investment opportunities with respect to resorts, hospitality, river cruises, among others, adventure tourism, among others. With respect to the textile and handicrafts, Assam is known for Muga silk with 90% of production. We also have significant production of eri silk and jute. We do have a dedicated handicraft and handloom policy, wherein we encourage investors with subsidies, which are highlighted here. We do have investors, we are encouraging investors with respect to establishing integrated textile parks, garment sector, and also handloom and handicraft sectors, among others. Assamese average population age is around 23 years, which is less than the national average of 27 years. We have youth which are very encouraging and useful for the investors. We do have around 20 state universities existing. And I would like to tell you that we have a dedicated skill university in Assam, wherein every year 10,000 skilled youths are getting trained and as per the requirements of the industry. We are interested in investors in education sector also, and also vocational training aspects and skilling aspects. These are the set of companies sector-wise which are already working in Assam, doing business in Assam. So in addition to Unnati scheme, we do provide dedicated Assam investment and infrastructure policy. This is a customized scheme wherein for 100 crore above investments we provide customized subsidies. And we do have dedicated sector-specific policies like on handlooms, handicrafts, agar wood, tourism, which offers customized incentives for the investors. I would like to highlight few of the subsidies and also the benefits which this policy offers, like 30% capital subsidy, SGST reimbursements, stamp duty exemptions, among others, which are listed here. Lastly, I would like to welcome you all for the Advantage Assam Summit, which is going to happen in Guwahati on February 25th and 26th. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We just heard about Assam, and here comes the Arunachal Pradesh, the land of the rising sun, blessed with vast hydropower potential and breathtaking landscapes. We'd like to welcome Mr. Yashwant Meena, IAS, Planning and Investment, OSD, Government of Arunachal Pradesh. Welcome, sir.
So all the dignitaries present here, colleagues and guests, very good evening to everyone. I'm Yashwant Meena, OSD Planning, Government of Arunachal Pradesh. So my presentation will focus on two major things: that what are the focus sector, what are the opportunity sector where we want to collaborate with the private sector, and second, how the government of Arunachal can help you in this. So why invest in Arunachal Pradesh? So first, we have a very low power tariff because of the abundant hydropower we have. Second, we have a low lease rate for land. Third, we have abundant water resources because of the multiple river. Fourth, we have a very peaceful and stable law and order environment. And fifth, we have a population which is fairly proficient in both Hindi and English. Our focus sectors are mainly four, but the list is not limited, and we are eager to collaborate with you in other sectors also. So the first one is the textile, handlooms and handicraft. So Arunachal is a very culturally rich state. We have around 26 tribes and hundreds of sub-tribes, and each of these tribes has their own traditional handicraft, culture, stories, etc. So what we from the Arunachal we want that these traditional handicrafts are being shown and put on the global map. We want your help to put this on the global map. We have around 12 GI Tex products, 8 in handlooms and 4 in handicrafts. These are some of the thrust areas in the textile, handloom, and handicrafts where we can collaborate with you and seek your investment. Fourth, there is a huge potential for power looms and the textile parks also. We have 3 major ingredients for this is the power which we have, the water resources which we have, and third is the raw material. Arunachal's total silk production, out of total silk production, 93% is the ere silk, which is a great raw material for this. So we seek your investment in this sector. And our second focus sector is the agriculture and allied sectors, mainly the horticulture produce. So I want to tell you that Arunachal is the largest producer of the kiwi, largest producer of the khasi mandarin orange, second largest producer in the cardamom, and is the second largest area under oil palm in northeast regions. Around 48 lakh hectare of land is there, which is suitable for the development of agri-horti produces. And out of this land area, only 4% is being utilized right now. Apart from that, we have 1 lakh million ton surplus agriculture produces. It shows that this surplus produces can be converted via a proper processing and the marketing. For that, we seek your investment for the logistics sector, for the creation of the cold storages, warehouse, and obviously their marketing, etc. So another main point about agriculture, horticulture in Arunachal is that we have a very fertile land. So it's a perfect place for growing of organic produce. So we can sell our produce as organic products. These are some of the major production clusters. We can see apple, ginger, kiwi, fisheries, walnut, cardamom, rice, and sugarcane. To promote agri-horticulture produces and their processing in the state, government of Arunachal has come up with the mega food park. So one, it is at Papumpare, it has the capital, and second one is it in Nigmoi. Both the areas are being chosen so that they are very close and proximity to the airports and the railway station, so that logistic cost is minimal. Third, our most important sector, I would say, is the tourism and hospitality sector. And recently, this sector is being awarded the most offbeat destination. Arunachal is being awarded as the most offbeat destinations, and it is considered as the wildest and the least explored tourism destinations. In tourism sector, we have multiple avenues, which shows that what a great opportunity Arunachal Pradesh gives in the tourism sector. And believe me, all the photos are real and from the Arunachal only. So these avenues include adventure tourism, religious tourism, ecotourism, spiritual tourism, film tourism, MICE tourism, festival tourism. Zero Music Festival is a prominent example. Nature tourism, patriotic tourism. We are also promoting the border tourism. Credit goes to the Government of India's Ministry of Home Affairs scheme of Vibrant Village program. Now even at the border villages, you can see the homestays and even the hotels there. So now you can even go to the border areas of India-China and experience those things. To promote hospitality sector, government has identified few of the land areas which we think are very good as per the locations concerned. So first one is Teju, it's at the bank of a Lohit river. So eastern part of Arunachal is covered. Second, it is Bomjir. It is at the Siang river. So again, the eastern part of Arunachal is covered. Third one is a Bomdila. It is on the way to the famous tourist destination of the Tawang. You can clearly see the snow-capped Himalayan mountains from there. So perfect place for resorts, hotels, 5-star hotels. Those will also promote our MICE tourism, the convention tourism. Fourth one is at Zero. Zero is famous for International Music Festival of a Zero. Fourth sector is hydropower. So let me tell you that out of India's total hydropower potential, 40% is actually from the Arunachal Pradesh. It shows that what a power surplus state is Arunachal Pradesh, so there won't be any issue of a power in Arunachal Pradesh. These are some of the projects. So this is the Kaming hydropower project, Dibang project, Subansiri project, and now with the upcoming Siang project, that would be more than 10,000 megawatt. We will assure you that there won't be any scarcity of power there. So this is the part where the government of India, government of Arunachal will help you set up your investments there. So we have identified the land banks in the Arunachal Pradesh, and these land banks are identified again considering that how close they are with the airport or the nearest railway stations. So this one is Oyan. I won't go into detail. This is Niklok. This is 280 acre. That shows that we have sufficient land bank areas in the Arunachal Pradesh. Even apart from this also, we can collaborate with the private person and get the land on lease. And this is another thing, that how we are promoting investment ecosystem. We have a dedicated investment division as a nodal agency. We have a Arunachal Pradesh Innovation and Investment Park, which facilitate the investment and promote startup culture in the Arunachal. We have a Ease of Doing Business Act. We have a single window clearance system, which is completely operational and integrated with the national single window clearance system. Recently, we launched our Arunachal Pradesh Entrepreneurship Development Program. So it will complement your effort that we are also creating entrepreneurs of the state. And is this 66 startups has already been incubated and few are in pipeline. So at last, I want to say that right now, government of Arunachal is at last stage of preparing its industrial policy. And let me assure you that there are significant financial incentive in that policy, which perfectly complement the government of India's policy of Unnati. Most likely, it will come by the end of this month only. So after that, there will be more clarity what will be the financial incentives which the government of Arunachal Pradesh will be giving. Apart from that, tourism policy, agriculture policy, and horticulture policy. These three policies are also pipeline, and this will also come by the end of this month only. With these policy, we assure you that government of Arunachal Pradesh will facilitate your investment there with ease. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. So with this, we are wrapping up all the presentations of all 7 states. Thank you very much to each and every one of you. Thanks to the delegates. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We might take 5 minutes to set up the stage for the next session, and thank you very much. I request all the delegates to take the seats of the dais. Thank you. Okay, we would request everyone to stay for the group picture. Just come front so that we will have a group picture. Thank you very much. I would request everyone to just join us for the group picture, please. And meanwhile, we are going to be playing the videos that we have already committed. Yes, all states' videos will be played right now. Thank you. Thank you very much. The honorable ministers have already arrived and they'll be here shortly. So we request everyone's presence here. And also I request everyone to keep your mobiles on silent mode and let's get prepared for the next session. And meanwhile, we're going to be playing the videos of each and every state as committed before. Thank you.
Arunachal Pradesh, the largest state in Northeast India, is now rising as the next investment destination. With abundant natural resources, Arunachal has the advantage of a vibrant leadership, young and resourceful human capital, and a huge infrastructure boost in recent years. Arunachal Pradesh has the largest potential of growth in sectors of oil, gas, minerals, hydropower, food processing, and tourism, which are waiting to be explored. Arunachal Pradesh is the next hydrocarbon destination with about 18% of India's hydrocarbon reserves in the surrounding belt mostly unexplored. It has about 90 million tons of coal reserve with tertiary coal and coal bed methane. The Kumchai field alone has about 2,800 million cubic meter of gas. A new pipeline of 61 kilometers is under process to transport the gas. The state also has an estimated reserve of 493 million tons of limestone, 252 million tons of graphite, 12 million tons of dolomite, and 1 million tons of quartz, which will make substantial contributions to various industries. More mineral discoveries are being reported. With 58,160 megawatts hydropower potential, which is nearly 40% of India's total potential, Arunachal Pradesh is rising to be India's hydropower hub. One of the pivotal undertakings is the coming hydropower project generating 600 megawatts, inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi in November 2022. The project is expected to make Arunachal Pradesh a power surplus state and benefit the national grid in terms of stability and integration. Arunachal is the agri-forty powerhouse of Northeast India with high-quality producers, over 100,000 tons of market surplus, and scope of expansion in 86% of cultivable area. The state has immense potential in food processing and allied industries. Kiwi, orange, palm oil, pineapple, turmeric, and ginger are the immediately investable producers. Whereas apiculture, bamboo subsector, organic farming, and contract farming also have immense potential in Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal is dubbed as India's wildest and least explored tourism destination and is already on the global tourism map. The state offers exotic wildlife, adventure, and cultural tourism experiences and has large potential of scaling up. Investments in hospitality infrastructure and upcoming sectors such as tribal festivals, film and wellness tourism have immense potential of scaling up and success in Arunachal Pradesh. The government of Arunachal Pradesh is committed to serve investors well in the state. The state has established an inviting industrial and investment policy, ease of doing business, and a dedicated Arunachal Pradesh Innovation and Investment Park, or API, under the Department of Planning and Investment to extend all support to investors. Arunachal is rising, and we welcome you to be a part of it. Arunachal Pradesh, your next investment destination.
पूर्वोत्तर के लिए एक्ट ईस्ट का संकल्प लिया। ईश्वर ने इस क्षेत्र को इतने प्राकृतिक संसाधन दिए हैं, इतना सामर्थ्य दिया, यहाँ विकास की, टूरिज्म की इतनी संभावनाएं हैं। आज वाकई असम A1 प्रदेश बन रहा है।
Welcome to Assam, India's gateway to the Northeast in Asia, the land of opportunities where investment meets growth. Explore the myriad investment opportunities that Assam offers for businesses and entrepreneurs looking to thrive. Assam's strategic geographic location and robust connectivity network make it an ideal staging point for global investment. With an extensive network of state and national highways, rail connectivity, and 15 national waterways, Assam offers seamless access to markets in the ASEAN region and beyond. Assam has been prioritizing infrastructure development to create a business-friendly environment. The state has witnessed substantial progress in building modern highways, expanding railway networks, and upgrading airports. The construction of new bridges across the mighty Brahmaputra River is opening new possibilities. Several dedicated industrial and technological parks and special economic zones have been established to provide a strong foundation for industries to thrive. Assam's greatest strength is its skilled and adaptable workforce. The state boasts of a large pool of educated and talented individuals. Assam is home to numerous reputed educational institutions, universities, management colleges, and vocational training centers that ensure a continuous supply of skilled professionals in various fields. Assam is a treasure trove of natural resources. it is the largest tea-producing region in the world. The rich aroma and exquisite taste of Assam tea have captivated tea enthusiasts across the globe. The state also holds a monopoly in producing golden Muga silk. Assam is also a major player in the oil and gas industry. The state has abundant oil reserves, making it an attractive destination for exploration and production companies. Assam's abundance of agricultural products like rice, spices, citrus fruits, vegetables, and bamboo present lucrative opportunities for diverse industries. Assam's abundant natural resources, including limestone, clay, and silica, provide a solid foundation for the cement industry. With state-of-the-art cement factories and modern production techniques, Assam ensures high-quality cement production. Assam is at the forefront of emerging industries. The state's new policies and incentives in the electric vehicle sector have garnered significant attention. With a focus on renewable energy and unconventional sectors like ethanol production, Assam presents exciting opportunities. The state's commitment to healthcare is transforming lives and positioning the state as a leading destination for quality medical services. With state-of-the-art hospitals, cutting-edge technology, and highly skilled healthcare professionals, Assam offers world-class healthcare facilities. The state's medical colleges and universities produce a steady stream of talented doctors, nurses, and medical technicians. The state government is committed to creating an investor-friendly ecosystem. Assam also offers a rich cultural heritage and abundant natural beauty. The state is known for its wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, and sprawling tea estates and golf resorts. Tourists flock to Assam to experience river cruises and adventure sports. The warmth, hospitality, and entrepreneurial spirit of the Assamese population create an ecosystem that nurtures innovation, collaboration, and success.
Assam is connected to all major cities of India by Indian Railways, and all major districts, towns of the state are interlinked by the rail network, and 4 border trade centers to promote trade and investment in the state. With such an ecosystem, and having situated in the close proximity to Asian nation, the state is a preferred destination for investing.
Come and invest in Assam and be a part of its incredible transformation story. Welcome to Assam, the land of endless possibilities.
The 3 industrial estates, one each in Imphal West, Kakching, and Bishnupur districts, are running in full swing. Ministry of MSME, Government of India, has accorded approval to the establishment of additional industrial estates in Imphal East and Senapati districts.
Check. Ladies and gentlemen, can I request everyone to take your seats as we expect the Honorable Minister's arrival shortly inside the hall. Can I request everyone to be seated? Thank you.
और नया क्लास बोल दिया है तो हमने भी बोल दिया है.
So do we need this?
Hospitals and hotels running effectively with the benefit under Northeast Industrial and Investment Promotion Policy 2007 and Northeast Industrial Development Scheme 2017 of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, can I request everyone to take your seats kindly?
The pineapple
Ladies and gentlemen, can I request everyone to take your seats? So we'll be having the networking time after this session. So we would be having ample time during the dinner as well. I request everyone to kindly take your seats right now because we are expecting the Honorable Minister's arrival inside the hall shortly. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I request everyone to take your seats. There's a lot of networking time after the session. I would request everyone to kindly adhere to this right now as we are expecting Minister's arrival shortly inside the hall. Thank you.
Investment opportunities. Renowned as the wettest state in India, its lush landscapes create a breathtaking symphony of nature. The natural beauty attracts visitors from around the world, making it the most searched tourist destination in 2024. Our vibrant festivals, including Cherry Blossom, Megong, and the Hills Festival, showcase music, art, and cuisine, drawing both locals and enthusiasts from afar. In 2023, we welcomed 1.5 million tourists with projections to reach 2 million by 2028, offering investment opportunities in ecotourism and cultural tourism. With fertile soil and diverse climates, agriculture drives our economy. Known for abundant varieties of bamboo, high quality GI tag Lakadong turmeric, and Khasi mandarin, there are vast prospects in organic farming and food processing. Our cultural heritage shines through its textiles and handicrafts, producing three silk varieties: Eri, Muga, and Mulberry. There's potential for modern weaving centers and export oriented production. The government has established the Invest Meghalaya Authority to assist investors in setting up their businesses and provide comprehensive support. Our new unified investment portal streamlines the application process, making it more accessible for entrepreneurs. The Meghalaya Industrial and Investment Promotion Policy 2024, which is aligned with the new Government of India scheme, Uttar Purv Transformative Industrialization Scheme 2024, introduces attractive incentives across 16 priority sectors promoting sustainable.
For one of the most anticipated sessions of the Northeast Investor Summit, Chennai Roadshow. The Ministry of Development of the Northeastern Region, DONER, has been instrumental in accelerating the growth and development of the Northeast, fostering investment, improving connectivity, and unlocking the region's vast economic potential. Under its
So as you can see that Northeast constitutes percent of the geographical area. The region, the state GDP of the Northeast region, 8 states, is about 6.83 lakh crore as per the current prices financial year 21-22, and it constitutes 2.89% of the GDP. If you see the last 10 years, 2015 to 2022, I beg your pardon, the compounded annual growth rate of the Northeast region is 10.8% compared to 8.1% of the region. If you see the per capita income, some of the states like Sikkim, Arunachal, Mizoram, they exceed the per capita income of the country. If we look at the state-wise GDP, so Assam constitutes 4.11 lakh crore of almost 60% of the GDP of the Northeast at current prices at the 21-22 year rates. If we see the state-wise growth rates, CAGR, so we find that they are far above the national average. Almost 6 states, their CAGR is 10% plus, some even close to 13%. So there is immense opportunity in the Northeast for investment. The Northeast has a demographic advantage. When we see the working age population in the range of 15 years to 64 years, compared to the national average of 56%, we find that Sikkim has 74% population in the working age category. Nagaland, almost 70%, Meghalaya, 66%, Arunachal, 65%. The state is very scenic, beautiful. I'll show you in the end, there are some sites the ministry has identified, one each in each state of the northeastern states, which we want to develop as a world-class tourism destination. The state, the region is full of minerals, be it petroleum, natural gas, coal, limestone, sandstone, granite, silicon. The region offers ample opportunities for exploiting the hydropower potential. In fact, 40% of India's total hydropower potential is in Northeast, and 62.46 gigawatt is the potential projects, more than 25 megawatt. The region also offers ample opportunities for investment in tea, rubber, bamboo, horti producers, and organic crops like cardamom, ginger, turmeric, oranges, buckwheat, kiwi, and a lot of fruits. The region also has 120 plus industrial parks, special economic zones, integrated checkposts, land custom stations, and several border huts. And it has, in fact, 7 states except Arunachal have IT parks so far in the region. The air connectivity also has improved considerably after the current government has taken over in 2014 onwards. This is the third kind of term of the government, and Arunachal has 4 airports, Assam has 7, and the other states have 1 each. The road network is, in fact, quite decent. The road density of the region is 2,258 kilometer per 1,000 square kilometer. And apart from that, you can see a number of projects which National Highway has, MORTH has taken up. Almost 10,000 kilometer has been completed in last 10 years, 2014 to 24. The ongoing NH projects are almost 5,000 odd kilometers. In addition to this, we have sanctioned length of 5,468 kilometer under SARDP NE scheme. The Bharat Mala Pariyojana has 2,767 kilometer sanctioned in addition for Northeast. Trans-Arunachal Highway and Frontier Highway for Arunachal has 1,077 and 1,498 kilometer respectively sanctioned. So as we can see that the region has excellent connectivity. The rail network is rapidly expanding for Northeast. Out of Trans-Arunachal Highway and Frontier Highway for Arunachal has 1,077 and 1,498 kilometer respectively sanctioned onwards. So, as we can see that the region has excellent connectivity. We have three capital cities. The rail network is rapidly expanding. Region for Northeast, Trans-Arunachal Highway and Frontier Highway for Arunachal almost has 1,077 and 1,498 kilometers respectively sanctioned. Onwards, so, as we can see that the region has excellent connectivity. We have three waterways, we have 20 waterways, and the two waterways prominently, National Waterway 2 and National Waterway 16, it provides connectivity through the Indo-Bangla protocol route to the ports at Haldia and Kolkata. If you look at this map, the dotted red lines are the National Waterway 2 and at the top, and National Waterway 16. So this provides connectivity to Haldia and Kolkata through the Bangladesh port, Bangladesh route. So 2014 to 2024, if you see, the government made a commitment to complete all the kind of long pending capital projects, and if you see the Bogibeel Bridge, this is the longest railway cum road bridge in the country. It got completed. The Dhola Sadia Bridge, also known as Bhupen Hazarika Bridge, this at present I believe is the longest bridge which is running. Bihar has the longest road bridge coming over Ganges River. So once that is completed in 25, this will become the #2 longest bridge. The 8 new airports have been added from 2014 onwards, raising the number of airports to 17 from 9 previously to 17 now. Almost 19.7 million people, they have been covered under Ayushman Bharat, and several new schemes like PM Divine, Unnati scheme, NASIDS have been introduced by the government in last 10 years. In terms of the gross budgetary support, the government from 2014 onwards has spent 5.22 lakh crore in next 10 years from 2014 onwards. The Ministry of Donor itself has kind of sanctioned 1,582 projects costing almost 23,000 crore. And in terms of teleconnectivity also, 1358 towers covering 1246 villages have been installed in the any region. So why invest in the region? The region offers enabling industrial infrastructure, IT parks, connectivity. There are there is a lot of potential in investing in textiles, IT-enabled services, tourism, renewable energy. There is abundant workforce available, English knowing, and the location also gives scope for exporting to the Southeast Asian countries. So these are the sectors in which investment can be made. Maybe we can go one by one. So the infrastructure and logistics, on left, what is available we have shown, and the opportunity is in setting up multimodal logistic hubs and industrial parks. There are opportunities for PPP in key infrastructure projects and initiatives. Demand for investment in cold chain logistics for the agri and horti produced. Inland waterway transport development, including ship repair facilities, and opportunities in development of urban infrastructure like smart city projects. In energy sector, there is a lot of opportunity in renewable energy. 129 gigawatt is the potential, out of which the hydro potential is 62.6 gigawatt. There are reserves of crude oil and natural gas, and there is ample opportunity for cross-border energy trade. I believe already Tripura is doing it with Bangladesh. In terms of agri and allied industry, there is a lot of scope for setting up agri-input manufacturing and food processing units. The organic farming and export, Sikkim is known for its organic products. Dairy and poultry, a lot of demand is there. Fish feed, food packaging units and cold chain logistics can be kind of set up. And there is a lot of potential for bamboo-based industry. In fact, if we see in the green portion, the Northeast is hub of, in fact, tea. More than 50% of the country's tea production is from Northeast. If we see the bamboo availability, 38% of the total bamboo, in fact, is raised there. There are more than 78 species there. There's a lot of organically grown, in fact, products. So this is one potential area where a lot of investment can be made. Textiles, handloom, handicraft. In fact, almost 2/3 of the handloom weavers in the country, they hail from Northeast. The Northeast produced 22.86% of the total silk production in the country. So this is as per the handloom survey, 4th handloom survey of Ministry of Textile 2019-20. And there is a lot of demand for this environment-friendly textile product, Airy silk. So in fact, almost 2/3 of the Airy is produced in Northeast. There's a lot of demand for design centers for handloom. These can be set up there. Special fibers like banana fiber, water hyacinth, pineapple leaf. So textiles can be, there is potential to make textile out of these fibers. So there is also potential for branding, marketing, the existing kind of fabric which is grown over there. In terms of education and skill development, there is high demand for private schools, international curriculum. In fact, Dehradun, we all know, is hub for a lot of good schools. So the Northeast provides such good climate and scenic beauty. Some of these schools can be established there. So there's demand for higher education, vocational training institutions. In terms of entertainment and sports, there is ample opportunity for filmmaking, for setting up film studios. Sports, the region is doing fairly well. So sports academies can be established there. And our athletes, they are winning medals. So if they are supported through investment, private investment, this will kind of strengthen the sports infrastructure over there. So there's, again, opportunity for VR, animation, and gaming, AVGC sector. In healthcare also, Northeast offers a lot of potential. In fact, Chennai, I don't have data, but a lot of in sports, there is ample opportunity for filmmaking, for setting up film studios. Sports, the region is doing fairly well. They used to. It must have reduced a bit, but I'm still quite sure. Sizable number of people, they come to Chennai, Vellore for treatment. So there is a potential for setting up pharmaceutical and kind of medical devices, institutions over there. Medical value tourism can be promoted over there. Telemedicine can also be kind of done, established over there. Medical education and colleges can be established there. And critical care facilities, those could be established. In terms of IT, there is ample scope. As I said, the lot of youth, they are in working age population category, they are English speaking, so there is ample opportunity to set up data centers, BPOs, KPOs, the IT-enabled services, IT training and education facilities, IT parks and tech cities. In tourism, there is, sky is the limit, so much potential is there. MICE tourism can be promoted. Eco sports, adventure tourism facilities can be established. We can also look at destination promotion in Northeast, river cruises. So if we look at the tourism potential, these are some of the kind of sites. The ministry is promoting Arunachal Pradesh, Shergaon. This is the location ministry has identified in consultation with state for promoting tourism over there and setting up world-class tourist facilities. This Bhalukpong, Shergaon, Bomdila circuit can be developed through public-private investment. In Assam, Kaziranga, already infrastructure is there, but still we can further promote tourism over there. Zorat, Kaziranga, Tejpur, Tea Garden, this could be the circuit. In Manipur, this is the picture of Loktak, so beautiful. So Moirang has been identified as the model tourist destination, which can be promoted. Meghalaya, Sohra has been identified as the model tourist destination. Guwahati, Shillong, Sohra, Nongriat circuit, the ministry is promoting, so investment can be made in this. Mizoram, in the state presentation, we saw the state government was highlighting Tenzol for promotion. There is a golf course over there. A lot of infrastructure is already available. So the circuit could be Muifang, Sialsuk, Tenzol. In Nagaland also, Kisama, we see that every year the state government celebrate Hornbill Festival over there. The last one got concluded on December 10th, I guess, 2024. So Dimapur, Kohima, Kisama, Juko Valley, this can be one circuit where investment can be made. Sikkim, already a lot of tourists are going, but Namchi is the destination. The ministry is considering developing the infrastructure over there. The circuit could be Siliguri, Namchi, Revengla. And Tripura, Matabari, the Shakti Peeth has been identified for tourist destination development. And the circuit could be Agartala, Matabari, Tepania, Neer Mahal. The picture is of Neer Mahal, very beautiful. So there are ample opportunities for investing in Northeast. We have seen in detail the state's presentation. So I welcome the investors, industry leaders present here to come and invest in Northeast. This is the contact detail of our single point of contact in the ministry. So if any investor is willing to invest, so we can be reached out on these number and email for details and facilitation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for elaborating on the advantage of Northeast opportunities for investments and trades. Thank you. And here, we would like to welcome Mr. Chanchal Kumar, Secretary, Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region, to address the gathering. Welcome, sir.
Very good evening. Honorable Minister Donor, Sri Jyotiraditya Scindia ji, Honorable Minister Sports, Government of Mizoram, Sri Hamar ji, my colleagues on the dais, distinguished industry leaders from Chennai, from Tamil Nadu, official delegation from northeastern states, It's my great privilege to welcome this distinguished gathering to Chennai, which is known as the hub of innovation, cultural heritage, and land of opportunity. Today, when we are here in Chennai, our expectation is that you have been through the presentations made by 7 states. You have seen the unique selling points of all the states. We expect you to take full opportunity, full benefit of the knowledge that you have received. Northeast is known for its scenic beauty. Over the last 10 years, government has very consciously and in a very accelerated manner established so many infrastructure, improved connectivity, and has made it much more attractive for any investor now. Following Honorable Prime Minister's Act East, Act First, and Act Fast policy, we have seen that we have invested more than 5.22 lakh crore of public investment in the last 10 years in Northeast. One of the mandates of the Ministry of Donor is to monitor the 10% gross budgetary support expenditure of 54 non-exempt ministries of Government of India and Northeast. We monitor it on a quarterly basis, how much different departments are spending, so as to see that there is a focused attention to Northeast. Last year only, against a target of 92,000 crore, we spent something around 1,02,749 crores. Imagine more than 1 lakh crore of public investment going to Northeast. And that is the reason why, as you would have seen, the economic growth rate of Northeastern region is better than the national average. And not in one state, but in all the states, it is better. We should leverage on that situation. In terms of improved connectivity, earlier we had 10,000 plus kilometers of national highways. Now we have 16,000 plus kilometers of national highways. And more than 5,500 kilometers of highway projects are already in the pipeline. We have added more than 2,000 kilometers of railway lines. The connectivity to all the states are established. Number of airports, it has increased from 9 to 17. All the states are connected. More than 65 routes have been operationalized under UDAN scheme. From 1, we have increased to 20 inland waterways. Internet connectivity has increased and improved like anything. With that background, we come to you with the northeastern states to ask for your investment. The potential areas for investment are tourism and hospitality, endowed with rich and natural scenic beauty. There is potential for you to invest in tourism and hospitality sector, whether it is Sohra or Kaziranga. As was pointed out, the ministry has also identified 8 locations, 1 per state, for world-class tourism development. This has been decided in consultation with the state governments. So these projects will have state government's support, central government support, and investment from investors in terms of PPP contribution. There is immense potential for IT and ITES sector. You have seen that semiconductor fab design unit in Assam has come with an investment of more than 27,000 crore. And it has developed a very good ecosystem now. With so much of public investment in Northeast, now we think the stage is all set for the second stage of developmental growth. And in this journey, we would seek investors from Tamil Nadu to share this journey with us. Growth rate is good. You have a very good human resource. Literacy is very high. We have good human resource for IT, ITES sector. In health and education, the infrastructure that is there is better than the national value. And this is the reason why all these states who have made their presentations, they are actually feasible and very attractive. And we have also seen, we have had many roadshows in the last 1 year. We received more than 50,000 crores worth of interest in the form of letter of intent and MOUs. And now in the ministry, we are also following up with the state to see that these investment interests do get grounded. They do get materialized. We have been made aware of the fact that there is great demand for agriculture and horti produce in Northeast. There are many GI products, many GI items, whether it is cardamom, chili, Lakadong turmeric from Meghalaya, Queen's pineapple from Tripura, Mizo ginger from Mizoram. The list is endless. And these are unique products. If you invest, if you see, you will see that there is immense economic potential for an investor. You would not believe that Kiwi wine in Zero, the place which is known for a sports music festival, Kiwi wine in Zero is a very popular item nowadays. And these small products, now they pose good potential for exploitation. Renewable energy is one sector in which Northeast region again positions itself at a very advantageous position. As was said, more than 40% of the potential lies in NER area. There are many hydro plants. There is scope for more small plants, whether it is in hydropower sector or it is in solar sector. Please consider those proposals which have been presented by the state governments. Government of India also made the policy of Unnati, which was launched in March 2024. You know that this policy gives you assistance for capital investment, interest subvention scheme whereby you can get interest subvention in support in that, and then also for GST reimbursement. I believe a presentation was made before you regarding the scheme of Unnati, the policy of Unnati. Please do factor that when you are considering the project proposal. In healthcare, we are thinking of making Northeast a center of hub of medical tourism. The neighboring countries of Bangladesh, Bhutan, Thailand, Myanmar, they can all benefit. Actually, you know, this Northeast region is the gateway to Southeast Asia. That is the place from which you can access all this in terms of increased trade, increased facilitation, increased connectivity because of trilateral highways and other projects, Kaladan multimodal projects, Agartala-Akhara railway line. So once this gets fully materialized, then you will find that this is a hub, this is a place where you have access to more than 600 million of customers from all these countries. That is the potential, that is the strength of that area. We from the ministry, we are also supporting all these state governments. They have a very good investment promotion agency. They have single window system, they have online system, they monitor it consciously and regularly. We are also supporting all these states for a strengthening of the investment promotion agency. In sum total, if I have to say, the state is all set with increased connectivity, better manpower potential, people-centric framework which is being followed by the government, and now there is appetite. As I told you, the investment last year from 54 non-exempt ministry was 1,02,000 crore. This figure was 24,000 crore in 2014. So in 10 years' time, the potential and the appetite of the state has increased more than 4 times. Now the states can execute projects, can complete projects 4 times more. That shows that the capacity has increased. And obviously the appetite has also increased. There is large potential which needs to be tapped now. We have had several rounds of meeting with all the state governments. I can assure you on behalf of the Ministry of Donor that there is 100% commitment from all the state governments to see that all investors who come to northeastern states, they are given full support. They have very good investment policy on top of the Unnati and other schemes. The states have good investment policy, sectoral policy, which provides nice incentives to all the investors. I'd urge you to please contact all the state government officials. Go and see the place. Many of you would not have been to northern states. I urge you to please go and see the state. Once you see the potential from your own eyes, only then you will realize what is it that we are talking about. Central government and all 8 states of northeastern region, we are fully committed to seeing that the development journey which we have done so far, this gets accelerated in the next couple of years. With your support, with your participation, we'll go much beyond what we are targeting. As was known, 4% population, this contributes 2.9% of GDP. But the GDP growth rate is higher than the national average. So there is great potential, there is great gap. This gap has to be filled, and this is what the opportunity provides. I once again thank all of you for coming here, listening to us, listening to the state governments make their pitch. I can only assure you that we are all together in this journey, all the 8 states, Ministry of Donor, Government of India. As and when you decide to come and invest, we'll be ready to welcome you there. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for the insightful address. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to welcome the Honorable Minister of Sports and Youth Services, LASDE, Government of Mizoram, Pu Lalhen Lowa Mar, for the special address. Welcome, sir.
Honorable Minister, Ministry of Donor, respected officials of the Government of India and state government officials, esteemed dignitaries, and the distinguished business leaders who are present here. Good evening to you all. Coming from a state which is 3,000 kilometers away from Chennai, and a state which is sandwiched between Myanmar and Bangladesh, we are coming from a state which is in the eastern side of Bangladesh. So we don't want to go home empty-handed. It's an immense pleasure and honor to stand here representing the state of Mizoram. So I don't think that I'm eligible to, speak on behalf of all the northeastern states. My minister, Donor, will be speaking on behalf of all the northeastern states, who of course is one of the best orators in Indian politics. So I will not take much of his time, so I will make my speech brief. This morning, I checked out how many Mizos are living in Tamil Nadu. I contacted one of the IS officers who is here in Chennai. It was very surprising to know that there are more than 600 Mizos living here and staying here in Tamil Nadu. Most of them are engaging themselves in the hospitality sector. So such is the potential from a very small state of Mizoram. We are officially under 11 lakhs population as per the last census. You must be aware that there was a Coldplay concert happening recently in Ahmedabad, and when I know the attendance, it was almost 10% of the Mizoram population. Such is the number of population in our state. Despite the fact that it is small, and in terms of population also we are small, but we do have lots of potential. With the vision of the Government of India and the guidance of Ministry of DONER, Mizoram is slowly transforming into a flourishing center of industry, trade and innovation. I would like to thank the Ministry of DONER for organizing this series of Northeast Investors Summit and creating a platform to showcase the immense potential of Northeast and its untapped opportunities. Mizoram is well positioned for strategic investment with established investment policies and standards to promote investments across several domains, including the rapidly growing fields of infrastructure, tourism, horticulture, and sports, among many. But this evening, I will touch upon only horticulture and sports. The state is deeply invested in the empowerment of our people. Education, skill development, and capacity building initiatives are crucial to ensuring that our youth are prepared for the jobs of tomorrow. Our state has made great strides in several sectors, and owing to the agroclimatic condition of the state, Mizoram offers a great scope for horticulture, farming, and its allied activities. It is estimated that out of the total geographical area, the potential area for horticulture in Mizoram is 55%. Despite different horticulture crops such as mandarin orange, dragon fruit, passion fruit, grape, papaya, Mizo ginger, Mizo chili, turmeric, bamboo, anthurium flower, etc. thrive well in the region. As we have already witnessed during the presentation, two of our famous gingers, Thieng Pui and Thieng Laidum, have already been geographically identified under the name of Mizo ginger, and of course our bird's eye chili, Mizo chili, is also geographically identified. Well aware of the importance of the immense potential of Mizo ginger and Mizo chili for the economic development of the state, the current government has included these two crops amongst its identified priority crops, with turmeric and broom grass in its flagship program. With the state government announcing price support for these two crops along with turmeric and broom grass, today there are over 23,000 families involved in ginger cultivation, and the expected yield is estimated at 14.87 lakhs quintals. I would like to repeat that this number may sound small for a state like Tamil Nadu, but coming from a very small population of 11 lakhs, these are huge numbers. So I would request the investors to have a deep look into the potential of the Mizoram state so that we can have a meaningful connection between the states. And this afternoon, I happened to meet gentlemen from Indonesia who are very much into bamboo industry and in its product. I already gave them an invitation to visit Mizoram, which is rich in bamboo cultivation. And I would like to extend this invitation to all of us present here this evening to come visit Mizoram and know for yourself what the state has in it. I used to tell people from outside, especially my friends from outside, that don't think that Mizoram is far. It is only 45 minutes away from Kolkata airport. You have to think it that way. You must have visited Kolkata several times. Why not spend another 45 minutes and reach Mizoram, which is one of the least visited places in the country, but with immense potential. As we look forward to the future, we invite you, the investors, to explore Mizoram as a destination for your next investment venture. I also want to highlight in my last point about Mizoram's immense potential in sports and the exciting investment opportunities that lie ahead in this field. Today, I witnessed all the presentation of the northeastern states. Out of the 8 states, 6 states mention about our investment potential in sports, if I am not mistaken. Mizoram has a vision in sports aligned with India's 2036 Olympic dream. In line with our Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of hosting 2036 Olympics, we do have our Olympic vision. This is, when I met the Honorable Sports Minister, the previous Sports Minister, I explained to him about our vision that we wanted to be a part of the India's 2036 Olympic vision. India will be able to produce world-class infrastructure, but we need world-class athletes. Infrastructure alone will not bring us the best athletes. So we need to start training our young boys and girls now, because 2036 is not very far ahead. We don't want to end up 0 gold medal as we did in 2024. So for that, we are looking for investment in sports. Mizoram is a state which is already producing top-tier athletes despite limited resources. Imagine what we could have achieved with structured investment in coaching, training, sports science, etc. To turn this vision into reality, our Chief Minister launched the Empowering Mizoram Sports under the state flagship program of handholding scheme on 14 January 2025. We have an ambitious project of covering all the villages of Mizoram for talent identification program. For this, I urge the support of our Honorable Donor Minister and his ministry so that Mizoram be a part of this 2036 Olympic vision. As part of larger vision, we organized the Mizoram Sports Conclave on 13 and 14 of June last year, where we invited all the stakeholders in Indian sports. Not only that, we have representation from the government side, even from the private sector. The leading sports administrators were present during the conclave, in which we discussed in depth about India's vision of 2036 Olympics. And I believe Mizoram was the first state to organize such conclave for this 2036 Olympics vision. Considering our achievements in football, I do believe that we can do a lot in the other sports as well. My background is mainly sports, particularly football. I am the chairman of All India Football Federation League Committee, and I was in All India Football Federation since 2014. And I believe that we have some, interesting success story about football in Mizoram. But we wanted to kind of reflect this into the other sports as well, in line with the vision of 2036 Olympics. That is why I urge the investors to come and invest in the sports in Northeast. This Tamil Nadu is a state which is interested in football. To conclude, I would like to say just one thing about what we had achieved in the last couple of years. In the last India international football match, out of the 22 players, 4 were from Mizoram, and the other 4 were from Manipur, believe it or not. So it shows that we have a huge potential. You must be aware of the 2008 Olympics, Beijing Olympics, where Jamaican sprinter Usain Bolt, he set 2 world records in 100 meters and 200 meters. They won 11 medals, out of which 5 were gold medals. This small country of Jamaica, they already won 87 medals in Olympics, out of which 86 came from athletics alone. Jamaica's success is not built on expensive infrastructure, but it's on strong emphasis on early talent identification program, quality coaching, and grassroots development. I think this is what the country needs to do it for our Vision 2036 Olympics, and I do believe that Northeast is the place to invest. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for the great special address. Indeed, it was an eye-opener and it's an awakening. Thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the most awaited part of this event has arrived already, and we are here to witness and listen to and pay attention to the keynote address by our Honorable Minister, Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region, Mr. Jyotiraditya E.M. Scindia. Welcome, sir.
Vanakkam, Chennai. So we need to get the level of energy up in this room. So I'm going to ask you a question. How's the Josh? Oh, I'm not getting an adequate answer. How's the Josh? All right. Okay. So seated on the dais with me, my young friend, sportsman by background, a politician now with an enviable... Oh, I'm not getting an adequate answer. Our sports minister, youth services minister, our employment and skill development minister, Mr. Hamar from Mizoram. Seated on the dais with me, secretary in my department, someone very immersed in the development of the northeastern region. Secretary, Department of Donor, Chanchal Kumarji. Joint Secretary on the dais with me, in charge of some of the most important schemes for the Northeast under the Donor Ministry, Shantanu-ji. Member of the Northeast Council, and our able lieutenant in the Northeast, seated on the dais with me, Ms. Sherry Lalthangzo, member of the FICCI Tamil Nadu chapter, co-chairperson, Bhupesh Nagarajanji, and most importantly, members in the audience here, all of you who make India the vibrant kaleidoscope that she is, all of you who represent the potential of the growing economic power that India will herald on the world stage by 2047. As India reforms, as India transforms, and as India performs, as Prime Minister Narendra Modi always says, our business fraternity, our investment fraternity, present here this evening at the Chennai Roadshow event of the Northeastern region. Let me say first that it's a pleasure to be back in Chennai. A city that has so beautifully transcended both worlds that India represents. The world of our ancient heritage, our ancient religions, our ancient scriptures, our ancient gurus, our ancient morals, our ancient values, our ancient principles. And the modern world. That world of cutting-edge technology, of cutting-edge innovation, of cutting-edge entrepreneurship, of cutting-edge capability. That innovation, that entrepreneurship, that capability, that will not only power India as she moves towards her destiny, but that will indeed power the globe, to that beacon and to that melting pot of Chennai, I bow my head and salute all of you. And so the modern world of Chennai. What does that representation of Chennai portend for the world? Chennai's capability of its thriving IT ecosystem. Chennai's bevy of academic institutions that are always on the cutting edge. And Chennai's amazing industrial ecosystem. And it is these attributes that make Chennai, in quote unquote, the cradle of economic growth of India. It is that innate capability. And therefore today, as Minister of Donor, representing the 8 states, I have come before you to invite you to be a part of that transformative journey, to be a part of that fast-growing ecosystem of India, the path and the area that will deliver phenomenal growth over the next decade, not only for India, but for the rest of the world. The attributes that Chennai today represents for India and for the rest of the world. As I invite you to the Ashtalakshmi, as the Prime Minister has characterized our 8 states in the Northeast, the Ashtalakshmi. The Purvottar, that Purvottar, and I know all of you in South India believe, like all of us in India believe, that the sun, Surya, is the one that plants the seed of energy in every human being. सूर्योदय से उदय की शुरुआत होती है. And that Surya's first blessing on our motherland is not in Jammu and Kashmir, it is not in Madhya Pradesh, it is not in Maharashtra, it is not in Tamil Nadu. That Surya's first blessing on our motherland, on Mother India, the first ray of the sun dawns nowhere else but in Arunachal Pradesh of the Northeast. So I invite you to the land where the sun presents its first blessing, the Ashtalakshmi collection of India. And whilst I invite you, it's important to understand why we are in Chennai. Because today, success, ladies and gentlemen, is not about the money in your bank account. Today's success is not about access to capital. Today's success is not about leveraging capital. But success today is defined and purely defined by the entrepreneurship DNA in every single citizen. And that is why my young friend Amar and I are here with you in Chennai. Because that is what Chennai represents. Your capability in the area of IT, software. Today, OMR, our old Mahabalipuram Road, that stretch of real estate alone, and human ingenuity enshrined in that strip of real estate, contributes almost 2.5 lakh crore of our software exports in this country. Chennai is an IT and innovation powerhouse. And when you look at that capability of digital transformation, in the new era of AI, where you have OpenAI and ChatGPT, and now you have DeepSeek, that capability to be ahead of the curve is enshrined in Chennai, and I want you to take you to the land of opportunity, the Ashtalakshmi in India, where that capability can be exploited. Your second amazing talent and capability is in the manufacturing and logistics sector, where today in the world, there is no longer a Detroit, but there is a new Detroit, and the new Detroit is Chennai. That area of Sri Perumbutur, with its ecosystems of the auto sector, today, that microcosm has resulted in 30% share of our automotive exports across the world. That logistics capability. Third capability is in the area of education and talent. IIT Chennai has always been at the cutting edge of innovation. As telecom minister today, my 2 6G and 5G test beds are in IIT Chennai. Anna University, 50,000 of our IT professionals graduate from our institutions in Chennai. And the fourth capability is your infrastructure and connectivity. As civil aviation minister, I experienced that when I opened the new terminal in Chennai. And not only in the area of civil aviation, but your road sector, your ring roads, your metros, your urban development. All of these are a model not only for Tamil Nadu. These are also a model for the rest of India. Urban development models. And therefore, all of these capabilities combined with where I started from, modernity, but modernity along with tradition. Your cultural tradition. Whether it's the Kapaleshwar temple, whether it is the vibrant Chennai music season. My friend just talked about Coldplay's concert in the Northeast. But not only Coldplay, every single international artist across the world, when they come to India, the one place they go to is the Northeast, whether it's Ed Sheeran, whether it is Boney M, whether it is Coldplay, across the world. And so that marriage between tradition and modernity, which you have so wonderfully evolved, that is that union that along with you, I want to take to the Northeast. Because my role with the Northeast is not only about development, not only about vikas, but vikas ke saath virasat bhi. We have to protect our legacy. And that is what Chennai has done beautifully. And that's the model I want to take to the Northeast. We have a tremendous amount of legacy in the Northeast. And that has to be expounded. Who better to expound that than all of you from Chennai who have done it so beautifully here in Tamil Nadu? Now, the last 10 years have truly been transformational in the Northeast. The Prime Minister, with his sankalp, his dedication, his target, उत्तर पूर्वी क्षेत्र का विकास. What earlier used to be looked at in terms of the fringes of India, the last bastions of India, the Prime Minister has transformed into the bulwark of India, the primary vibrant villages of India. The first point of call of India is the Northeast today. Over the last 10 years, there has been a tremendous amount of effort that has gone in to create that vibrancy. And having been given this opportunity by the Prime Minister, and I thank him from the bottom of my heart, it has allowed me to visit the Northeast, it has allowed me to experience the Northeast, it has allowed me to understand and appreciate our treasure trove. And I really say it's our treasure trove. It's our Shangri-La. Our environment of peace, our environment of security. And within that, a developmental paradigm. A developmental paradigm where every single village has to be connected by roads. The Secretary was saying just now, 5,500 kilometers of road built over the last 10 years, highways. 10,600 kilometers, today 15,500 kilometers. What India built in the last 65 years, 50% of that Prime Minister has built in the last 10 years. 5,500 kilometers of national highways, 50,000 kilometers of Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. 50,000 kilometers. Connecting every village, every majra, every tola. And you and I know how difficult the terrain is in the Northeast. But the central government has persevered, state governments have persevered. And we are working hand in hand. And I've mentioned to every chief minister that I am their partner. in their journey of developing their state, the Minister of Donor, the Ministry of Donor, the Government of India is their partner like we are with every other state across India, but specifically the Northeast. Why? Because you have developed models, and then you have the Northeast, which is the largest opportunity, economic opportunity, I believe. Forget about in India, in Asia today. I talked about roads, airports. My previous charge as Civil Aviation Minister for 4 years. In 65 years of our independence, we had only 9 airports in the Northeast. Arunachal Pradesh did not have an airport. Can you imagine? Can you imagine Tamil Nadu not having a single airport? Sikkim did not have a single airport. Today, Arunachal Pradesh has 4 airports, Sikkim has 1 airport, Northeast does not have 9, it has 17 airports. Our advanced landing grounds, ALGs, on the border with China. As Civil Aviation Minister, I converted our ALGs into airports. And the number of flights, connectivity, because it's not good enough just building an airport, because that's brick and mortar. Avagaman ki zarurat hai. You've got to have people coming and going. That's the lifeblood of an institution. A college is only brick and mortar unless you have faculty and unless you have students. A hospital is only brick and mortar unless you have doctors and unless you have patients. Likewise, an airport is only brick and mortar unless you have people coming and going. We had 950 air traffic movements per week, which means in normal parlance, a plane coming and a plane going. In 2014, today we have upwards of 2,000 air traffic movements per week in the Northeast. So whether we talk about road, we talk about airports, rail, you've heard a lot from the speakers today. Can you imagine the Northeast? Many states did not have rail connectivity for 65 years. Today, all states have rail connectivity. We built 1,909, not a round figure, I'm giving you the exact number of kilometers, 1,909 kilometers of rail lines across the Northeast. Today, Jirbaum rail line, we are building Jirbaum Imphal, the longest, the highest, tallest bridge, railway bridge in India at 141 meters. There are 19 projects today that are ongoing in the Northeast, railway projects worth 81,000 crores. And same with waterways. Shantanu ji talked about 20 waterways. We've got the longest river cruise in the world going on today in the Northeast, MV Gangavilas, along the Brahmaputra from Varanasi. We've got the Brahmaputra Expressway. The whole logistical environment in the Northeast is changing. You talk about education. We have close to 843 new schools. IIT has been set up in Guwahati. IIMs have been set up in Shillong. Triple IT has been set up across 2-3 cities across the Northeast, Manipur and Tripura. We've got skill development programs that have skilled almost 16 lakh young students. It's a young population. It's the youngest population across all of Asia. It's in the Northeast. And you know, youth bring about change. And that's the opportunity that you can give to that youth. And therefore, if you talk about education, you talk about health, AIMS has been opened up in Guwahati. 4,500 Ayushman Bharat health centers have been opened up. Organic state in agriculture, we've got Sikkim. 1.5 lakh hectares of organic farming. We talked about opportunities in renewable energy. 128 gigs of renewable power is the capability of the Northeast. Today we have only 5 gigs operational. Can you look at the huge opportunity that there is there? And therefore we are in Chennai today asking for all of you to participate in that new opportunity that is represented by 4.5 crore people, that new opportunity that is represented by my Ashtalakshmi, my 8 states, that new opportunity that is growing at close to 1.7x the growth rate of India. The Northeast is growing at a 12% CAGR. And if so, the states are growing at a 12% CAGR. Can you imagine if you set up businesses there, what the growth rate of that business could be? We're talking about an opportunity. If you look at the consumer consumption power, a 1.2 lakh crore consumption market. That is the capability of the Northeast. And therefore, if you look across the spectrum, you look at agriculture, you look at horticulture, you look at floriculture. I talked to you about organic farming. When I was Civil Aviation Minister, I was not even aware. But when I set up my Krishi Udan program, that's a subsidized program for cargo, for perishable cargo, horticulture, floriculture, agriculture, pisciculture, which goes in the belly of the aircraft. And we subsidize that rate. I was amazed when I heard that from Tripura, my queen pineapples are going where? Not to Chennai, not to Gwalior, not to Delhi. My queen pineapples are going to Germany. My king chili from Nagaland is going where? Not to Andhra, not to Punjab. It's going to Dubai. That is the potential. If we take food processing, which Chennai is so well known for, to that area, we value add. Because the maximum utilization is when you process something, you market it, you brand it. 90% of the value lies in that part of the chain. If we are able to bring it to our cooperatives in the Northeast, think about the value that we can create for the people there. Today, when there are weddings in Chennai, when you go to events, you see orchids. How many of you see orchids? Raise your hands. Where do orchids come from today in India? They come from Thailand. They come from Singapore. Do you know out of the 1,500 orchids that are prevalent across the world, 750 varieties come from one state of mine, which is Arunachal Pradesh. So why should we be importing orchids from abroad? We should be sending our orchids abroad. The oud that goes into perfume, that oud, which is known as agar wood, comes from the northeast. Assam and Tripura have the highest production capability today, potential of agar wood, which goes into agarbatti, which goes into perfume. All of us do puja na, in the morning. How many of us do puja? I do. Agarbatti Bhagwan pe chalate na hum log. Agar that goes into that agar wood, maximum capability in the world today is in Tripura and Assam. And I had no clue, but I was educated by the people sitting on this dais, that 1 gram of agar wood is 5 times more valuable than gold and silver. That's our capability in India. But we haven't exploited that potential. Bamboo. Shantanu ji said 38% of our bamboo today is produced in the northeast. And Chennai has such a huge furniture making industry. Today we can grow that bamboo, process it, manufacture furniture and export it abroad. I'm right now in my ministry working with Amazon. I'm working with 2 other companies to adopt self-help groups in the northeast. Starting with 2 states. Which state are we starting with? Tripura. And Nagaland, where we will do end-to-end value processing of bamboo. So the possibilities are endless. Hydrocarbon reserves. You have refineries here in Tamil Nadu. The largest hydrocarbon reserves are in the northeast, which are waiting to be exploited. Tourism potential. We saw some pictures here, but I guarantee you these pictures do you no justice. The beauty that is enshrined in the northeast of nature's bounty is beyond any Shangri-La that you have experienced in the world, beyond Switzerland, beyond Ireland, beyond Scotland, beyond any other country in the world. From your living roots in Cherrapunji, those of us who've seen in movies scenes where people are swinging from tree to tree, living root bridges, full bridges. You can experience in Meghalaya and Cherrapunji. We built skywalks to experience waterfalls in many states. And so I've sat down and identified a tourism route for every state. And along with every chief minister, I am working out a package where we will look at only not infrastructure, but the soft skills from when you receive a guest to make him or her experience the whole route to when you see them off. And you in Chennai have such a 2,000-year-old history of hospitality. And I want you to invite you to the Northeast to partake in the capability of the Northeast as far as hospitality is concerned. Our domestic tourists have increased by 70% in the last 10 years. Our international tourists have increased by 214%. And it is our target that by 2030, we will increase our tourist arrivals to 15 million tourists per annum only in the northeastern region. And that will contribute 10% of gross northeast domestic product in the days to come. So whether you talk about tourism, you talk about agro-processing, you talk about renewable energy, you talk about horticulture, floriculture, agriculture. The possibilities are endless. IT and technology. 78 to 80% literacy rate. English-speaking population. Tremendous educational institutions. And along with that, we have now set up an Internet of Things Center on agriculture, Center of Excellence in Guwahati, a data analytics center of excellence in Agartala in Tripura. The capability of engineering, software, IT prowess is there in the Northeast for you to come and partake of. And therefore, on this day today, I would like to invite our capable entrepreneurs from Chennai to come and experience new horizons, new capabilities. Come and partner with the Northeast. Be part of this new journey in this most important part of our country. And Chennai and the Northeast have had a very old relationship. I did a little bit of reading up on history before I came. And 500,000 years ago, trade used to occur between the Brahmaputra and the Coromandel coast. So this is not something new to you. All I'm trying to do is ignite old relationships. Come build that relationship again. Come be part of this new growth venture in the Northeast. And in the words of Saint Thiruvalluvar, wisdom lies in discerning truth, whomever may speak it. And therefore the truth is, ladies and gentlemen, that Chennai and the Northeast have a very, very important shared potential today, an important treasured past, and an important treasured future. Whereas the Ashtalakshmi temple in Chennai is a beacon of hope and prosperity, my Ashtalakshmi, my states of the Northeast, are a beacon of growth and development. Come, let's join them together, create a new chapter in the history of our country as we go forward, bring about prosperity, inclusion, and innovation as partners together on this journey. With those words, I'd like to thank you. And as I'm in Chennai, I will say, Romba Nandri. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Minister Ji. We were spellbound, and that was a phenomenal address. And I don't know, like I'm out of words right now. Thank you very much. So success today is defined by the entrepreneurship. That was wonderful, and we are taking it as a takeaway today. And the Ashtalakshmi was beautifully coined, and we respect that. And it was like a virtual tour where you took us through the Ashtalakshmi of your, that 8 states. And we really enjoyed, and we really think that there's a lot of potential there. And we would love to be part of this as well. Thank you very much, Minister Ji. And one more time, can we all give a big, big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for elucidating the government's vision and strategic initiatives for the Northeast, and also for elucidating on the investment-friendly policies and ease of doing business in the region, and also for significantly pointing the key sectors and opportunities for investors and entrepreneurs. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you once again. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to invite Ms. Sheri Lal Tangzo, Economic Advisor, Northeastern Council, to deliver the Ode of Thanks. Over to you, ma'am.
Then this is too low.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Exciting times ahead. In addition to, sir, with all the things that my predecessors and every presenters have said, come and have your corporate meetings. Come and organize your corporate meetings in the Northeast. We have corporate meetings from abroad happening in the Northeast. So extending another welcome. Honorable Minister, Ministry of Communications and Development of Northeastern Region, Sri Jyotiraditya M. Scindia, Honorable Minister of Sports, Labor, Employment, and Excise, Pu Lalngillova Mar, Esteemed Secretary Mr. Chanchal Kumar, distinguished officials from the Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region and DPIIT, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, respected state government officials, esteemed members of the business community, and our valued partners from FICCI and Industry and Invest India team. Very, very good evening to all of you. It is indeed a privilege to extend my heartfelt gratitude as we conclude this significant Northeast Investor Summit Roadshow in Chennai. First and foremost, my sincere appreciation to Honorable Minister for his inspiring address, which reaffirmed the government's commitment to unlocking the vast economic potential of the Northeastern region. His vision for fostering trade, investment, and industrial growth will undoubtedly serve as a catalyst for transformative development in our region. Sir, your leadership has already had palpable impact in the ministry as well as in the states. A special gratitude to Honorable Minister Pu Lalngillova Mar for sharing valuable insights on the growing sectors and emerging opportunities in Mizoram and the broader Northeast. His address underscored the vital role of targeted investments in driving sustainable progress and inclusive growth. I extend my sincere appreciation to my secretary for his unwavering leadership and commitment to strengthening the investment landscape of the Northeast. His guidance has been pivotal in shaping initiatives that empower local enterprises and attracting meaningful investments. A heartfelt thanks to Shantanu-ji, the Joint Secretary of Northeastern Ministry of MDONER, for setting the context with the theme presentation at Advantage Northeast. I would also like to express my gratitude to Dr. Karampol Singh, DPIIT Ministry of Commerce and Industries. My sincere thanks to all the state government and representatives who delivered compelling pitch presentations showcasing the rich and diverse opportunities across tourism, agriculture, infrastructure, and industry in the respective states. Their efforts are instrumental in positioning the Northeast as an attractive investment destination. Special appreciation to FICCI, the Tamil Nadu chapter, the Northeast region chapter, and especially to Mr. Bhupesh Nagarajan for their exceptional collaboration in making this roadshow a success. To our industry leaders, investors, and stakeholders who have actively engaged in today's discussion, we deeply appreciate your interest and enthusiasm. Your participation strengthens the bridge between the Northeast and one of India's most dynamic business ecosystems. And we look forward to continued partnership to all and fuel the sustainable economic development. Be a part of the journey. We also have dynamic, young chief ministers in all the Northeastern states. We have a very, very dynamic leader in our minister. The journey will happen. Be a part of that and let us grow together. I know in Tamil Nadu, your textile, your product were used in the Wimbledon tennis finals, the t-shirts and things like that. So we have great potential. We have people. With this, I once again urge all the experience, all to experience Northeast and be a part of the growth story. Thank you so much. Good evening.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And with this, we are coming to the end of this wonderful evening. And thanks to each and every one of you, and thanks to all the dignitaries. We'll be having a group picture. Just one last group picture, please. Thank you for the DSLR team. Thank you. Thanks to our Honorable Minister. Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region, thank you very much, sir. And along with Honorable Minister of Sports and Youth Services, LESDE, Government of Mizoram, thank you very much, sir. And thanks to all the dignitaries, Mr. Bhupesh Nagarajan, Co-Chairman, FICCI Tamil Nadu State Council, Mr. Shantanu, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region, Mr. Chanchal Kumar, Secretary, Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region, and Ms. Sherry Laltangzo, Economic Advisor, Northeastern Council. Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you have your dinner before you leave, and it's arranged in the pre-function area. For all the states people, it is arranged in the same hall where you had the B2G meeting. Thank you very much. This is Anchor Nandini Arvindan signing off on behalf of FICCI for this wonderful roadshow organized by the Ministry of DONER. Nandri, Vanakkam, Varga Valamudan, Jai Hind.
Is young but growing rapidly. Post-pandemic, filmmaking gained momentum, leading to a steady rise in local production.